Kitty. Hi. Beep, 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 beep. Hello. I like cake very, 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 very much. I like chocolate cake, other cakes. Everyone can relate to cake. So today I'm going to try to make my first cake ever. And I think it'd be fun to film. Cody's filming us today. Say hello, Cody.
Hey.
And Scribbles is right here. Hi, Scribbles. So let's get started and make some cake. So I'm gonna look up cake. What do we have? Hey, mirror glaze cake. What are you doing? You can't fit up there. Okay. What are kids like nowadays? Let's look up. Oh. See, now I have never made a cake before, but I sure as hell could do better than that. We can make a racist cake. I like this guy. He looks very, I don't call things cute, but he looks cute, I guess. I think we should do this. I went to the dollar store and I invested in cakes. I bought these two cakes. I figured that we could make this one dark because there's dirt, and then we could make this one colorful because it'd be fun to cut into him. So, heat oven 350. Yeah. I'd say we're off to a good start. Okay. A bowl. I assume this will be big enough. Probably add this in first. That would make sense. That's okay. We can adjust the recipe accordingly. I'll add this in. And then olive oil. I really do think I am quite good at cracking eggs with just one hand. Yeah, pretty good. I have to make 2 of these. So we'll make one and then we'll cut to me having 2 ready. 250 milliliters or 1 cup of milk. There. Why do you think it is that I never decided to bake anything, Cody?
I don't know. Why is it you decided not to, sir?
I don't know. Oh no! I just added extra milk into this one. My problem is that I have no critical thinking skills. I can't think on the fly, and that's when I do stuff like this. Maybe we have more cake though. We might. I'll get a really big mixing bowl and just mix it all into one. I'm gonna bake the cake in this, and then I'll just end up cutting circles out of it and stacking it into the cactus shape. I do a little bit of work with a company, appearing in videos, reviewing cars, all that kind of stuff. Now the problem with that is that I'm limited to what I can say. I can't say anything offensive. But now we can say whatever we want because we're in charge. We're getting edgy.
Say the F word.
Yeah, or like, what's the deal with white people? Why do they like Footloose and camping so much? Okay, so that's not as tall as I thought it would be. In you go. Middle rack. Let's do that. All right. And let's set a timer. So the cake is baking and there's a few minutes left, so I think that we have time to tell a fun story. I used to live in a really rough area before moving into this house. There were usually like, I don't know, 2 or 3 murders a year within a block or 2 of my house. I had to buy my wife some Cheese Whiz, so I went to the Safeway, and then there's a homeless guy who was barely cognizant, and then he was like, yo, you want to change? And so then I was like, no, sorry, I don't. But I bought a sandwich for you if you're interested. I open the bag, he reaches in, and then he grabs my 1 liter glass jar of Cheese Whiz, and he just looks at it and very slowly tucks it under his arm and starts walking away. My lanyard, my keys was kind of entwined. So when he grabbed the Cheez Whiz, like I was attached to him and he started to walk away, and I didn't want to just yank it because you could spill the Cheez Whiz, but also because maybe he'd get really aggressive and he'd like attack me or something. So then I was very slowly walking through the parking lot with him, following him by like a little leash sort of, and I didn't know what to do. I was actually getting to the point where I considered taking out my knife and cutting my lanyard and just like running away, and because I kept tugging. So eventually he let go, and I don't know, he kept walking with the Cheez Whiz, and I watched him walk through the parking lot, then like cross the street with the glass jar of Cheez Whiz, and I had to go in and buy more Cheez Whiz, and it kind of sucked because it was like a $10 jar. But
What'd you do with the sandwich?
I ate it on the way home. It wasn't even very good. If I had advice for people, it would be don't be nice to people because it only ends up hurting you in the end. All right, I think that it's time to check on the cake. Look at that. That's a real cake. Whoa. Oh. I guess oh wow. I guess we have some more time to kill. Maybe I should.
It's not supposed to wiggle like that.
I don't think so.
Well, the box said 30 minutes for one cake?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of cake in there.
It looks like it's all one piece now and it's starting to burn, so I assume that means it's ready. Ah! Okay. That is hot. There. Hey, that is a pretty good looking cake, I think. I think the best way to do it would be to get like a glass and press it. Are you ready, Cody? It's really soft, actually. Hey, this is working out all right. It looks kind of like an owl. We should just make an owl cake. Fantastic. Ooh. Honestly, it's actually looking better than I thought it would at this point. If my mom was watching this, she would say, Evan, don't cut yourself because you're using a sharp knife and you're gonna cut yourself. Hey, yeah. There. If you overlook all the mistakes I've made, this is becoming a very nice cake. I'm so excited for this part. We get to decorate it now. I think we should start with the fondant. I pinched my thumbs under it. Oh, that hurts.
Don't squish me. Squish my hands, man. I don't even know what that is.
Fondant.
I don't know what fondant is.
Oh, it's like the type of icing they use to decorate cakes.
Oh.
Haven't you ever seen Ace of Cakes?
No.
Let's put this here in my giant mess. Ah, get out of the way, cat. Okay. I trip on her all the time. Oh, I forgot. I was supposed to add food coloring to it to make it that color. What would happen if I just put food coloring on it? Base brown. That's perfect. We have brown. I guess I don't make white food coloring because that wouldn't make any sense. I'll tilt it this way so you can see it. Oh, that's really dark. Like, it looks like poop. I think this is actually, I mean, it's not that bad. Not that good. But it's pretty close to the real color. It just looks like someone smeared it on. That is fantastic. It's like the cactus is coming alive. We'll just say it's rustic. It's supposed to look like that. It's rustic. I think whenever someone screws making something up, then they just market it as rustic on Etsy. When you consider how much experience I have, I would think that I'm acing this. Now we need the frosting. I'm gonna dye this frosting. And I'm running out of bowls. Okay, blue and yellow. Blello. I'll make it blue first, and then I'll make it yellow. I'm so excited to do this. I've been thinking about this the whole time, how fun it's gonna be to frost it. I wonder if we should Maybe put like a toothpick in the middle. What a great idea. Cool. So far, so good. That's pretty good. I'm excited about this. Uh-oh. It's falling apart on this side. I'll have to patch the back. Since this is just kind of for a photo, and just between you and me, Cody, no one's gonna see it. I mean, in real life. I think that we're gonna start adding the crumbs. I mean, it looks terrible, but I think we're getting pretty close. We just need to sprinkle this on, give him some arms, and then put a face on it. Oh, that's the side. This is the front's much better. Well, you know what? We just have to go quicker. With the arms, I know what we can do. We have cake. Everyone knows you can squish it into a ball. No, you can't. Fondant. Squish it into a ball. There we go. So I was planning on using a little bit of fondant to make the eyes. This will be the eye. That's too big. That would just look ridiculous. He's starting to fall forward now, I think. He looks kind of scary. So if we leave a little dot, it'll make it look like he's cute. Oh. I bought some dark cherry Twizzlers to add for hair. And ta-da! I feel like we got a more realistic looking cactus. It kind of started to fall apart at the end and we're erasing his crumbling outside. Looks like he's also experiencing some crumbling emotions as well. We need a turntable. Oops. There. Perfect.
Except for the fact that he's falling over and melting. I think it's pretty good.
I guess the last thing we have to do is we need a thumbnail. Should I be crying? Oh, I'm a failure. I think this is just fantastic. He looks like Oscar the Grouch, kind of. I think we should have a summation of what I learned today. Cake is really hard. I think I pulled it off well. Maybe not something that you'd bring to a child's birthday. Let's set a goal. How about 2 weeks after this video comes out, let's try to have 7 subscribers. I think that we can do it. I'm gonna subscribe to myself. Cody might subscribe. This could be a new thing, making shitty cakes. We'll start a Pinterest and I'm gonna start putting this up on my Pinterest, and maybe I can message the people who made the originals and then just give them some tips or something. I don't know how to end it, so I guess we'll just end it.